that if anybody sees anything unusual, that they let us know. We'll have officers around the clock, at least 15 to 20 additional officers driving around just to make sure this community is safe until we can bring this to a conclusion. Our partners are committed to working with us. We have representatives from Los Angeles and Riverside, as well as the FBI up here helping us. So we'll keep working on it until we're able to either locate the suspect or determine that he's no longer in the Big Bear Valley.
In essence, we don't have any kind of a definitive fix on the guy.
Shots fired up on the transmitter up here.
I have no information that there were any shots fired locally.
Have you determined that he is not in that car, in the pickup truck?
Yes, we have.
And do you know how it caught on fire?
I do not.
Sheriff,
Do you have any indication of whether there's any kind of a notion of tracks or anything from that car into the forest where you might get a fix on where he is?
I'm not going to go into any of the details as to what tactics we're using to try to locate the suspect at this point. We have a number of folks searching around the area where the truck was found, as well as door to door in the local community.
Sheriff, is it possible that he could have stolen a car from the resort or anything like that? I mean, he's tried to do that before.
We have no reports of any vehicles being stolen from the resort at this point.
Are the
How
schools
many
still on
homes up
lockdown?
here do you think are full-time residences as opposed to weekend type things? And could he be holed up in one of these empty homes?
Certainly it could be anywhere at this point, and that's why we're searching door to door.
Any idea percentage of full-time residents up here as opposed to homes that are empty?
No, sir.
What about the schools right now?
The schools we've been in contact with the schools as well, and school is over.
Will there be a curfew tonight, Sheriff, to help your efforts here on sealing the area?
There will be no curfew, but we'll have additional units in the Big Bear community.
What about roadblocks and things of that nature? Are you going to have any around the area?
There are some roadblocks, not actually roadblocks, but extra officers at the bottom of the hill, both on 18 and 330, checking vehicles coming down and coming up.
Can
Sheriff,
you tell
are you
us
guys-
where exactly the truck was located in relation to where we're at now and
Yes.
how far between the two resorts?
It was up on the Forestry Road, and I can't tell you exactly where it was at.
Sheriff, are you guys entering? There's a lot of cabins, obviously, that aren't occupied. Are you guys entering even those cabins?
We'll be checking each resident in the local area.
Beyond the
Is
truck
there
itself, was there
possibility
other
this is a
equipment
tactic?
or anything found inside the truck, weapons, things like that?
I'm not going to reveal any of the information in regards to the truck and what was in it when we located it.
Could this be a tactic to kind of divert your attention to this area as opposed to the valley area?
Anything's possible.
Is there still a military R&R area between these two ski areas? And do you think that's how he was familiar with this area?
I have no idea what his thoughts were. We're doing everything we can to search the area in an attempt to find him.
Based on your information and your experience, do you believe he's up here in the area?
I can't tell you whether he is or isn't at this point and what our thoughts are.
There was concern about a booby trap with the vehicle. Is that still an issue?
I'm not going to talk about the vehicle itself and what we found when we got to it.
But you've been able to get to the car.
Yes.
Sheriff, how,
Is the car still? Has the car been towed away, or is it still here?
The vehicle is still at the location where we found it, and we'll be moving it soon.
how were you?
In addition, that you can recover evidence from it.
Yes.
How were you able to confirm it was his truck?
Through the VIN number, we sent a VIN expert from the Auto Theft Task Force up to look at the vehicle and confirm, in fact, that was the one by the VIN number.
How damaged was it?
I don't know.
What law enforcement agencies are helping with the manhunt in the area?
I can't hear you.
Which law enforcement areas are participating in the manhunt?
Officers from the California Highway Patrol, the U.S. Forest Service, CAL FIRE, the Sheriff's Department, as well as representatives from Riverside Police Department, Los Angeles Police Department, as well as our federal partners.
Sheriff, we saw what looked at like a strike team of ambulances rolling up in here. Why are there so many ambulances coming up to the area?
We heard reports of fresh tracks have been found. Can you confirm that?
I can't confirm whether or not we found any tracks or not.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Make this harder.